as laid out in Project 2025, something that Trump is following, he just signed an executive order aimed at dismantling the Department of Education. Oh, and by the way, to whoever chose this photo at the USA Today, thanks for obeying in advance as well. This photo is horrific for so many reasons, especially the fact that if Trump gets his way, and we're going to talk about if he can at all, these very kids will be hurt by this. Let's start off by saying, no, the president cannot just get rid of a department. This would take the Congress. Yes, Republicans control both chambers of Congress. However, they need Democrats to support this. They need 60 votes in the Senate for such a bill to pass. And if they just listen to their constituents, the American people do not want this to happen. A Reuters poll indicates that 65% of the respondents oppose closing the Department of Ed, while 30% support it. And by the way, this is nonpartisan. They cross party lines in their support for the Department of Ed. The Department of Ed oversees 100,000 public and 34,000 private schools, and although more than 85% of public school funding comes from state and local governments already. What the Department of Ed does is it helps the neediest of Americans and also pays teachers of children with special needs. It funds arts programs and also replaces outdated infrastructure, as well as investigates civil rights abuses. Oh, and it also oversees $1.6 million in student loans held by tens of millions of Americans who cannot afford to pay for university outright. Now, Caroline Leavitt, the White House spokeswoman, said that Pell Grants and student loans would still be handled. She also said that funding special education and civil rights enforcement will remain intact, but they are currently gutting the Department of Ed and the people who work there. And she cites disappointing literacy levels and testing scores as the reason for this. This is not the solution. Now is the time to speak out. Let your representatives and senators know that you do not support cutting the funding of school for these kids and kids across the country. It's not over. They need Congress to pass this bill. And if we keep speaking out, it'll stop them.